Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Frozen Synapse 2. You know, I've talked a little bit about how like a lot of the stuff that happens on the city layer at this point doesn't really matter to us, and we're kind of ignoring, in a lot of ways we're just ignoring the city layer at this point. That's not, I want to be clear that I don't think that the city layer is like not useful. It's just like it's not a good addition to the game. I like this stuff. I think that basically that we've beaten it, right? We've beaten the city layer part of this. So I kind of wish that the pace of the story was synced up to the difficulty of establishing control a little bit better. That's a tough thing to do in procedural generation, though. I am noticing that we have a building all the way in the corner that just has nothing in it. We can send the morgue out there, right? Yeah, they're like a real team now. And if we turn out to need a team suddenly in this building, like a real squad, we can just buy one. It'll be fine. Also, hold on, is Gun Trinity just hanging out at the lawns? Did I tell them to go to the wrong place? I bet I did. I bet I clicked on the wrong building. Did you guys get back to base? Hey, that's an awful lot of forgiven geometry out there. Well, hopefully whatever they're doing isn't going to impede me too much. I really don't want to have to deal with them. Alright, Gun Trinity finally got back to base. I figured it out. Okay. Also, hold on a second here. Apparently I told the wrong team to go to the... Man. I am apparently real bad at UI today. This team needs to go back to where they came from. And there we go. Now we're all moving in the right direction. Alright, well, it turns out we have a team 10 feet from that, so whatever this is, we're ready to deal with it. We've received reports that Sonata is executing the hostages who are with Sheriff at this location in Denovis. Why? Why would you, like, what's the point of taking them hostage if you're just going to execute them? Oh good, the Diamond Brothers are going to show up. Like, I appreciate what he's saying, but also, he gets real whiny when we let his units die, which is ridiculous considering that, you know, VAT forms are infinite. Alright, well, let's send in the guys who just happen to be right there. Honestly, that's almost suspicious. I wouldn't be shocked if one of our allies was like, huh, they had guys already on the scene, huh? That's interesting. If I were them, that's what I'd be thinking. Maybe I've been in league with Sonata this whole time and I don't know it. Alright, that's an awful lot of dudes. Give your testimony. After the realization I couldn't support my family, I tried to get an office job, but nowhere would take me. Then I started drinking. Bank is trying to take my house. Can't do this anymore. I want to join. Then you will become part of the consensus. It's Olsen. Sonata's put up her defenses again. We're not going to be able to take him out. We need to intervene here in any case. We must keep at least one of the hostages alive. I've sent in a secondary team to provide some support. You guys all heard that, right? They're not executing them. This is recruitment. I mean, I guess becoming part of the consensus could mean that we're taking your consciousness and executing your physical body, but Sonata clearly needs physical bodies. Like, it wouldn't make any sense for them to be killing these people. Alright, let's figure this out. So they have a huge number of units, but most of them are pretty weak. They have 2 snipers, 2 real rifles, 3 real rifles. A couple of shotgunners that we have to be a little bit careful of, but like for the most part, well, this team is kind of... I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if we were one of the teams that has multiple normal rifles. I mean, this is pretty good for our sniper, because our sniper can establish control over this line really quickly before their snipers can get in. So right, our sniper just does this, right? We just back up into an angle that we can watch here from. Maybe I want to step a little bit further out, just so that... There we go. Now I have this whole area. Of course, that's going to be reliant on one of them running directly toward us between these to work, because of course snipers take forever to find their their target. This guy's going to have to run in. We got to watch the shotgunners coming in around the side. We can use the grenade launcher to maybe make this a little cleaner for us. So I'm thinking that if we deleted some of these cars over here, that's only beneficial to me, right? But I also want to delete the cars in such a way that the grenade might actually kill somebody, so can I figure that out? But I really want to destroy the van. This big van or bus or whatever this is. I want to make sure that that's in the area. We might have to settle for something like this, and this will get them if they tried to wrap around on us like that, maybe? Oh, I guess we know they're going to run away. Still, I think I want to get rid of the cars. Hold on. Does that actually get rid of the cars? It looked like the van maybe was not destroyed. Oh, no. Okay, that clears it out. It gives our sniper a little bit more. Honestly, I think I even want him to move in so that he has a clean line of sight over here. So we know that they're going to mostly be moving away. Their sniper is moving over into position here. We definitely want to have our sniper trained on that position. And then shotgunner. This may end up with us just doing a shotgun trade, but also, like, he can't run straight down, right? That'll just get him killed. Minigun. Right, turn off long turn. The minigun. Probably going to do a little bit of a crouch approach here. He doesn't have to get so terribly close to be useful. And Knife Guy, unfortunately, has no approach at all because this car, I'm sure this car is too close to the wall for me to pass between them. Yeah. Knife Guy also has to go this way? Like, that sucks. This probably just gets him shotgunned. I need him to be able to wrap around in these longer range units. Alright, what does this turn look like right now? Am I putting these guys in grenade danger at all? No. And then their units, unfortunately, can't be reassigned, so they're going to show up, or can't be replaced before movement, so they're going to show up to the fight super late. Like, I want the knife unit to be in a place where he's not really vulnerable from this side, and he's not really vulnerable from this side, and then he can fix his position very quickly at the beginning of the next turn. Alright, so how does this look for everybody? Yeah, okay, I'm comfortable with that. So we need to not kill all the hostages. That's really important. I have a grenade launcher and a minigun, and at this point, our team is probably fairly famous for our civilian casualty numbers. So we gotta remember and keep this under control a little bit. Now you. I let ShapeSec use my mind for secondary processing most days. I started to get these headaches, like this pressure. They said if I didn't meet my quota, they'd cut off my care package. I keep seeing things. I don't want to keep going, but I'm scared. I guess I want to join? No, I want to join. Then you will be at peace as a component of the consensus. You will be redeemed and connected. I will leave the rest to you. Sonata has granted you the ability to make the determination. Okay, I'll work on tracking him with Balakwa. Don't try to attack him. So that's... Oh, she's talking about Olsen, not the civilian he was talking to. Just that zoom in was kind of weird, but I guess we're supposed to take... Is this Olsen? Is one of these guys going to be tagged as Olsen if I click on him? No. Okay, well, I think it was trying to... It zoomed in pretty much on this civilian, but I think it was trying to show me one of these guys? I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Okay, so their shotgunners did not come back around here. I'm a little worried, like... I'm a little worried that our shotgunners don't have much of an approach here. Like, this is just a bad map for close range. If this guy decides he's going to try to wrap around on us... Given my movement speed, that might actually work out okay for me. We have this going. Since it looks like they've completely seeded this side of the map, I think we can move our grenade launcher up here pretty safely. Same is probably true for this guy. Actually, how close do we have to get to close this entirely? It looks like the crouching is no longer necessary. What if we just ran over here? Okay, yeah, we can just completely lock that angle. They'd have to get a sniper all the way out to here to be able to punish us for that. I like that quite a bit, actually. And then you are now focused in this direction and probably walking, right? I know this is going to be the slowest move ever, but if we're blocking that with the minigun, we don't need the grenade launcher to go that way. Let's try to figure out, like, how much time do I have before it becomes appropriate to fire a grenade? It's probably somewhere around here. Which means that I need to be careful with my shotgunner. That's maybe even too late. So what if our shotgunner doesn't run forward? I wanna fire this grenade such that I don't get splattered by the shotgun. Yeah, okay, it's actually earlier than this. Here, maybe? So if that guy has turned around and come after us, fire like that, that maybe gets him. I kind of hate the fact that that grenade is in the air as the turn ends, because obviously those are the ones that are easiest to dodge. I would like it if this went off before the turn. Well, right there is fine. It'll go off so early in the next turn that it'll be the same as. That means you... Whereabouts is that actually going to explode? You really can't move any further forward than this. You still actually just, like, extremely don't have a play. And this guy needs to stay here until the minigun is established, and then next turn we can move him around the side. Yeah, alright. And I have no idea what unit I'm supposed to not be trying to kill, or what that unit is going to do, so I guess we'll just see. It's going to blow up and not kill anybody. If I try to run around here, you're fast enough that you will get blown up, right? Nope. Okay. Well, this is going to be my plan for you. I don't have a plan for you. Actually, I guess this guy's a threat, right? Because he can just run outside the cone up here. Maybe we do need to keep one of our reactive fire units on this side. I'm definitely going to run the knife this way. Boy, he can really book. Okay, can I fit between these cars? The answer is maybe, because, of course, it's being difficult about it, but we've seen it work. Sometimes you can path through a space that the game doesn't want to draw the path through. We've seen that in other parking lots. Do you actually get stuck? Yes, you actually do. Okay. Ridiculous, but I guess that's the way of it. Well, then I suppose you just get here and wait, but that feels pretty bad. Like, if I tried this, I'm extremely vulnerable, though, right? And there's a lot of versions of this SMG unit's move that kill me if I just try this open sprint. I'm going to get behind the van and see what's what. And with this guy, I think we actually want to approach a little bit. I don't want to become visible to a sniper over here, although it looks like their sniper's not going for outdoors anyway. If this guy's running forward, what does that look like for us? We will probably get him around the corner if that happens. trying to figure out what I think the appropriate play is for the Grenadier. I think for now the appropriate play for the Grenadier is get over here and get ready to fire over this car as people potentially approach on this side. You just keep this up for now. Trying to make sure we have some defense against SMG units running up on this side. Yeah, alright. Let's keep adjusting this guy's aim, tightening the angle every turn. Man, with the speed of his motion, maybe it is right to just unaim him and have him run, but the thing is, I don't want the enemy sniper to be aiming at me before I'm aiming at him. I think that would be a disastrous situation. It does seem like, right, if one of the enemy units is special and you're not supposed to try to interfere with them or something, it could recolor them, or they could have an icon, or they certainly could just, like, not be a type of enemy that there's a ton of on the field. What if I run away? It kind of looks like I'm dead, huh? Oh no, okay. Hey, guy, you're like... okay, I guess this is Olsen, because we can't interact with him, but, like, how am I supposed to... Frustrating. Okay, so... yeah, the fact that he's unkillable makes him the guy, I guess. Just try to get out of his way. The knife unit is actually maybe in a position to be threatening here. It's possible I'm just going to get splattered, but also got to contribute somehow. Yeah, it's pretty good odds that I die, but what if I don't die? It could be so good. So actually, if I think that the grenade launcher is going to survive here, then what I do is just need to prepare another shot. Unfortunately, like, I need some civilians to survive, but it's not super clear which ones. Like, what does it mean by, say, keep at least one of the civilians alive? Maybe it's these guys. It's probably those guys. Like, this game is terrible at relating information. Yeah, there's no way. That's so slow. That's right, the pistol unit's going to charge us. He's not useful at any other range. Although apparently I'm not allowed to see what it looks like if he actually moves forward at a reasonable speed. For some reason. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. I probably want to move to the wall a little faster, though, to make sure I'm not in this guy's line of sight too much. Alright, the sniper's in position to do some good work. Everybody's doing what they can.
System primed.
Sonata's, the explanation that we can't kill this unit because Sonata makes it... Sonata makes us unable to target is ridiculous, considering that you can walk through, like, grenade explosions and minigun fire and stuff. Like, that's clearly not what's happening. So I need to take out the rest of the Sonata units, I guess, with this grenade launcher now? Well, it feels unlikely. Like, if I try to just move here and fire, how many seconds of not doing anything? Wow, really? Okay, I guess I'm not moving. How many seconds of not doing anything are we talking about before the next shot goes on? A few. I'm wondering if it's better to just not fire, so that I have my my grenade launcher completely off cooldown, at the beginning of the next turn, but I think I'm going to take this shot.
System primed.
I'm going to hope that that assault rifle is running forward.
Hostile neutralized.
Well, an assault rifle was running forward. Boy, I have to shoot pretty close for it to work. Nope, that one doesn't get him either. It's like, obviously the play here is fire and then run. The shot has to be short enough to kill that guy. Oh, no. He's not going to stop moving, though. It has to be short enough to kill this guy if he potentially is in full chase mode. Which is unfortunate, because that means it's very unlikely to kill anybody else. Alright, that gets him, while giving us some measure of safety. I think it's going to be very difficult for me to kill these guys without killing lots of civilians, but, like, who knows what actually needs to live and what actually needs to die? Oh, he is coming in. This is totally going to get him.
Hostile neutralized.
Unfortunately, that guy stopped at the very edge of the grenade explosion because they definitely know where your grenades are going to be. So this guy comes out directly after me. What if this guy over here tries to come around? I assume he can't get there in a single turn? Yeah, okay. This isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So when I'm firing it like this, where am I hitting him? He's pretty close to the outside edge, which means we could fire it a little further. I could even move around for a better angle and then fire. I'm just thinking if he doesn't move at full speed, I still want to catch him. Because you know how the AI is, sometimes the units like jerk back and forth erratically, and yeah, I like this.
System primed.
And I really like this thing where I fire the grenade and it explodes during the turn. That makes it much more difficult for the AI to react to it. It's not running forward at all.
Hostile.
Oh, still got him, okay. This is very dangerous, though. They're going to try to hit me from both sides with the shotgunners. So if this guy makes a more or less straight push to me, we have to fire this such that it gets him, and then we probably have to run in his direction, actually. Well, that's disheartening. If he kills me before the explosion, that means I may not be able to survive this. That's right, it's something like this, and then when I get over here, I have to hide. My concern here... Okay, so that's too deep. Be a little closer. My concern here is that this move may well get caught. We might be okay. Maybe. I don't really have a lot of other options, so... I suppose the question is, do I do this, or do I just run outside? Because if I crouch behind this car, the shotgunner doesn't kill me this turn, but he could well kill me next turn. I might be in a position not to be able to stop him from killing me next turn. This is a little bit safer, I think. They still have a sniper and a rifle, so me being at long range is definitely dangerous, but they're pretty securely ensconced in here. I think we might be... This is probably the better play. We could also try to just kill this guy while we're running away this turn. Now, either one of them is going to be closer than I'm comfortable with on the next turn, so... I think that's going to work.
Hostile neutralized.
So here's my concern. Oh man, it seems like he might make it around the corner. Can I fire a little bit earlier? What if I try to move these points down a little bit? My concern is if I stop much earlier, he'll catch me. Okay. He has no ability to catch up with us there, and if he tries to run straight at me, the grenade catches him before he makes it around the corner. Somehow, this is still working. Oh, they're coming for me, though. Wow, that guy just walked clean through that wall, didn't he? Hold on a second. Yup. Boy. The pathfinding is super harsh for my units, but apparently their units are allowed to just walk through stuff. Well, we've done pretty well with this unit so far. I have to say, I'm pleased with our performance. So let me figure out what it looks like to kill this unit. What if I just stand here and fire as soon as I can fire? That doesn't quite get him. What I want to do is take up an angle where I can fire through the doorway. That gets him, but only if he runs forward at absolute full speed. I want to try to get this as deep as possible while still probably being able to catch him. Like, if he tries to take cover against the door or something, or against the edge of the wall, I'd also like to catch that. And the value of this is that it keeps me close to the wall for when these guys approach. Although, I'm a little worried about the fact that my fire is getting offset from the turn timer a little bit. Could be bad for us, because it could end up with the grenades being in the air during the turn break, which means that the AI would actually be able to react to already fired shots. Okay, he knew where was safe and where wasn't. So I'm assuming at this point he has me, if I just stand here and wait. Yeah. Okay. So that's not an option. What about something like this? Yeah, see, we're talking about reaction time now. I can't not do it, but it sucks. I think we may be seeing the end of this particular strategy. If I was able to pull this off the rest of the way with just one grenade launcher unit, I'd feel real good about that, though. Well, the bad news is it's going to take a year for that. Yeah, he's not going to die. Alright, here's a question. Does he survive this? He does. So, yeah, okay, I'm just dead. My thought was, if he can't survive running this way, then we could just try to run across here. I guess the pistol's only effective at very close range, so we try to break line of sight and not fire this turn. My thinking here is that I just need to get back onto firing and having it actually detonate during the same turn in order for us to have any hope of actually killing these guys. Because, like, in this situation, where he gets to respond after I've fired, he can definitely escape any shot. Here. Can I bounce it off the wall outside of the other? Nope. This guy runs straight in. This guy runs like this. Is there a grenade that kills them both? Nope. Probably not. What if I fired it so that it would land in here? But that the blast will still go through the opening. That could get both of them. This is tough because I'm not allowed to move the camera to the side very much. This guy's gonna come through. Here's where I lose, potentially. This rifleman, he's the real danger. So if I start ducking right here, does that give me cover? Ah, it looks like he's not actually going to be able to kill me. Okay. The sniper backed off. We have 3 pistols and a rifle to deal with here.
System primed.
This is still totally possible. The rifle is definitely the greatest threat. Pistol units are bad enough at their job that, like, playing hide and seek with them is totally potentially viable. Yeah, you can see this jerking back and forth and crouching and hiding thing. They are endeavoring to make it more difficult for me to get a prediction on their location. So if this guy runs forward like this, that'll get him. If he just moves forward a little bit, that'll get him. What if he tries to come around this side? It's a pretty good shot. It covers a lot of angles. If this guy is just running forward, am I going to be far enough away to be safe from him? Not really. Okay.
System primed.
If we don't kill the rifle this turn, if he just does anything that makes him safe, even if he's not directly threatening us, it's going to get very, very difficult. Yeah, okay. Well, that might be the end of that, because now they're all close enough to be a threat. Right, is it the case that both of these guys can wrap around in time? I think it is. Alright, so then my play has to be survival focused. I have to cause an explosion over here such that that pistol unit dies, but I can run away in this direction, which is going to be maybe not even possible. As it stands right now, this guy is not killing me this turn. But I need to not be in a position where I just get shot immediately at the beginning of next turn. Okay, it would be a lot easier to read that if it was in the circle. So we need to start moving the moment that grenade has detonated. Unfortunately, there's not really a good... Okay, I was off by less than a second there. This would be so much easier if I could see what the second digit of the timer was. This has to be really close. I don't think the rifleman is escapable if he wants to do the smart thing, which is just like run over here. Maybe. Alright, I think this is our only play. We could shoot a grenade out and try to get both the pistol and the rifle on the side of the car closer to the mission area, but I think it's fairly unlikely to work given how much space they have to play with, and if we miss either of them, we definitely get killed by the other one because we have to move around this side of the car immediately afterward to avoid getting killed by that guy. Ah, that guy found an angle, a distance that was shorter. Well, shoot. I'm going to assume that I have to... Oh, No? Really? Okay, apparently that mission was not plot critical. Weird. Okay. I mean, that's marked as a still active incursion. Can I just try again? Give orders. Okay, this is clearly what's supposed to be happening. Well, I have to think we have an advantage this time. Yeah, weird. I don't know. It seems like maybe we're not supposed to be able to do this because the intro speech there was the same. It definitely is not set up for you to fail and come back for a second go, but I don't know. If we can win the mission with this squad, we could probably still move the plot forward. Interesting that all of the cars are undestroyed. Very, very quick repairing nanobots. Jesus. Well, he'll get him in the first turn, it looks like. Grenade launcher units need to just try to, like, get in. Okay. Let's have at 'em. Given their extremely reduced strength, this should go pretty smoothly, I would think. Yep, and the fact that we were able to kill their sniper on the first turn makes this pretty good for us. Okay, don't try to attack Olsen, who is already off the map. And let's just clean it up, I guess. Not really a lot of strategy to apply here. They just, like, actually totally can't threaten us, I believe. Alright, duck to get that safe approach. So they're still actually marked as unaware. And I'm getting prediction of their actions. That makes it look like it's safe for me to just run up. I guess we'll find out if this prediction of their actions is nonsense. It very well might be. Weird that they would still be marked as unaware, not only after we have fired, but after we've killed some of them. Yeah, they seem to be unresponsive. It is pretty clearly the case that something's wacky here. I think this mission was not designed for you to be able to really do anything crazy. Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is the silencers actually working, right? Seems very silly, but that could be what's happening here. Because it looks like they become aware once one of their units sees us. Well, you can certainly stand up. Gotta put down a note here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that puts us in a pretty good position. Weird things are happening here, and I'm never... Part of the problem is that the game is so squirrely about, like, what expected behavior should be, that it's never clear whether something's broken or not. It could be that something's happening in a way it's not supposed to be here, but how would I know? Maybe, like I said, it looked to me like the unawareness of those units was broken, because one of them died and, like, there was a ton of gunfire and stuff. But then maybe that's the silencers actually working, because we have no idea how the silencers are supposed to work. We couldn't even make a reasonable guess, really. Alright, so I'm going to use the smoke grenade to pin them in there. I'm going to have this guy run up to here and focus in the general direction of the doorway, and we'll try to move. We can pass through this, despite the fact that the distance between this car and this car is barely different than the distance between these two cars, which we couldn't pass between. And then we're going to try to get the grenade launcher, the real grenade launcher, in a position to be able to shoot pretty deep in there, but I don't want him to run out into a place where he's, like, really killable from inside this turn. Okay.
System
Going to be
prime.
very difficult for them to do anything at all.
Hostile neutralized.
Okay, well, it's just me and this one rifle guy who is not thinking that it's a good idea to challenge us, which I respect. The smart dude. I just need to get... I need to get into just the right position here so I can fire behind that cover. Okay. This might get my grenade launcher killed. It's possible. It doesn't really matter if it does. It's not, like, hugely important. Yeah, okay. I want you to cancel your aim. Move to... right around here. We can re-aim. Alright, he'll get vision of him, of the guy at some point here.
System primed.
It's possible that that rifleman's AI is broken and he will just crouch there forever. Guys, it's a cloud. You can see the cloud of gas. Okay, it's not even going to kill all the civilians. Easy.
Primed.
Look at that. We left one of the civilians in there alive. That's technically within mission parameters.
Neutralized. You are victorious.
Hooray, the mission's complete. Let's get you disconnected so we can work on tracking Olsen. Yay, we definitely succeeded at this in a way that is certainly how we were supposed to do it. I don't understand what we're seeing here. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. The hostages it was shooting weren't even connected to it. It wasn't accessing their interfaces. It's convincing them to go to their deaths willingly. Why would anyone do that? She's offering them a way out. I mean, sort of. This is total lunacy. I nearly have it pinned down, but it's very hard to articulate. She doesn't seem to understand it herself. The way that she intends to unite the shape and the real involves death. It involves taking the lives of many people, willingly and unwillingly. It seems barbaric, but it seems like she can justify it. If I could just express it. Okay, listen to me, Sheriff. This isn't an academic exercise. We don't need to spend time trying to find the right form of words. Sonata is executing hostages right under our nose. We've lost the initiative, and we're going to lose the city's faith very soon. I'm going to contact our remaining allies and formulate a strategy to get ahead of Sonata and remove it from the city based on what we know now. Well, okay, so there's a couple of things going on here that are super wrong. Medem is just, like, completely disconnected from reality. First of all, we do actually have to understand what is happening in order to deal with it. Secondly, Sonata is not executing hostages. I know everybody keeps saying that, but she's intentionally not killing the hostages. We showed up and she had her people and the hostages try to leave and go to a second location to execute them there? Like, what's happening in the words of the plot don't match what we're seeing in the actual mechanics of the mission. And finally, we haven't lost the initiative. We have the initiative more now than we ever have at any other point in the plot. We had no initiative at the beginning. We were totally reactive. So, I don't know, man. It's possible that what's happening here is they are intentionally trying to portray Medem as just, like, having no interest in what's really going on. He's got the narrative of how this is going to go built up in his head, and he's playing that out regardless of the events on the ground. But it's also possible that this is an accident. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, we've got another thing happening. This is just a normal incursion, though. The second defense squad could get there quickly, but obviously that's not ideal. We just have Strike Fear 2 do it, right? Because they're on top of things, and they're ready. We could have the morgue come and do it instead. I was gonna have Strike Fear 2 do it. These guys are really, really good at their job, and I'm gonna ignore Madame Fourier because we know what's up. He's gonna call me and be like, "Hey, you're doing such a good job." Alright, let's keep defending the city while we argue about how best to defend the city. Okay, Yellow Pistol Unit has recovered data. You need to get into a gray exit zone. I have done this one before. I am familiar with the thing. So they have a rocket launcher, but it's a real good chance that rocket launcher instantly dies, right? We might get real lucky here. So probably the best thing for us is going to be to try to leave through this door. That said, we do have the range advantage pretty significantly here. I'm not allowed to redeploy. They're already deployed. I think I'm going to have both of the scoped rifles just try to challenge that doorway at range. While this guy sneaks out the side. And our normal rifle will accompany him. I'm gonna send Baron Boom in that direction as well, and then the normal grenade launcher unit. The normal grenade launcher unit can. He's not very likely to be needed over here, so I suppose he also goes with them. Everybody's got orders? No, Shotgunner does not have orders. Yeah, most of the team goes this way. I don't think this is going to be terribly difficult, especially if the rocket launcher unit actually does get SMG'd immediately. Really, guy? Just, like, never occurred to you to move? Seems remarkably like we're going to have a couple of our people die here. Alright, let's grab this pistol unit and just give him the orders all the way out. In fact, just give me like a reasonably efficient path over here. Yeah, we don't even need to do this straight to the wall thing. Nah, we shouldn't aim. We should just keep moving. Shotgunner. Definitely going to try this approach. He's going to have to crouch at some point during that. Maybe I do want to turn around the grenade launcher unit. Let's say they all keep moving in, because they're going to, right? It looks like I'm probably going to win this on the whole, but I want this grenade launcher unit to fall back and be ready to help, basically. Does it make any sense to have a fire order issued here? Probably not. Keep aiming, but try to step back behind cover. Does that help at all? We probably lose him. But we probably win the engagement overall. And this guy will maybe be useful. I see no reason not to have him continue approaching. Okay, so everybody has orders. Alright, let's see how it goes. It's pretty cool, though, that we're able to use 2 units to pin down, like, the vast majority of their force. They're going to completely lose track of the pistol unit. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're smarter than I'm giving them credit for. Also, somehow they killed both of my... Somehow, by committing fewer units to the battle, they got more kills? Because that's how This works. That's pathable, which means my grenade launcher can't survive, but I can fire a grenade that hopefully will be lethal to somebody. And the most important part is that a lot of our units are going to be out of there before there's any chance for anything to go wrong. The rocket launcher and the grenade launcher are far enough away that they're probably not relevant to the mission anymore, so this shotgunner is probably the only actual danger at this point. Like, the only thing that really matters here with this grenade launcher is killing this guy. So, like, do that and then just stand up and run. Maybe make it out, but, like, the rifle's the only thing I care about. I don't think we're in any danger from this dude within the turn. Yeah, especially since he's not even going to move that fast, right? Because he's going to crouch at some point behind the cars because he doesn't want to get killed. I think we're fine to keep moving.
System primed.
I can't believe both of my rifle units lost there. This seems crazy to me. Okay, I'm not sure I understand this plan at all. And that guy went back inside? Alright, you're gonna stay back and be a distraction. Can these guys get anywhere close to this doorway within the turn? He can get close. Close enough that I'm a little worried. I should probably fire such that it goes off right as the turn ends. Just in case somebody does make an actual run there. Let's try to time this out. Yeah, that's probably right. And everybody else just keeps going. Where's the rifle? Okay. I think we're clear. Hey, that shotgunner turning around makes him, I think, unable to interfere with us at all. Yeah, they're just not going to be... They're not going to be able to do any damage to us in time. Oh, look at this guy trying to be clever. I'm, like, definitely dead, though. Because that shotgunner stopped exactly at the edge of the grenade explosion, as they always do. So he's just going to, like, do this. Yeah. So... Make sure this is... I'm not going to be able to fire over that. Yeah, let's just make sure this is exploding in such a way that it goes through the door. Okay. You've been a great distraction. Very noble play there. I'm going to threaten that guy. They have a grenade launcher over here that they're going to try to get clever with, and we're going to try to stop them from getting clever with, but honestly, I don't think he has the speed necessary to interfere with the pistol escape anyway.
System primed.
This was a tough one for them because they were so far away from the line between me and the exit. Interesting. Oh yeah, I suppose I didn't really think about that. They do have the ability to create an entrance where no entrance existed previously. Oh, I'm really not going to be able to get out of that grenade, huh? Oh no, I survived the grenade. It's the SMG that kills me. Well, let's see if we can do something about that. If he's running forward at the same time, say because he wants to get out here, maybe we get him. We'll run to like here and then run this way. Looks like I don't even need to go that far. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a kill or something. Who knows? You probably want to just fire a gas grenade there. Right? Yeah, because there's enough wall. Okay. and then continue on, and yeah, this is...
System.
A lot of this is pretty academic. At this point, I'm just trying to get kills for spite. I think our pistol unit is well clear of the battle.
Hostile. Unit down.
I tried. Where's that rocket going? Okay, that's no danger. So yeah, we win on this turn.
System primed.
It's tough, man. Procedural generation can be tricky because like it put them in a position where they were just going to be super hard pressed to actually be a threat to us.
You are victorious.
And so even though the unit who was holding the bond and the relic from the other mission died, I think we still keep them. All right. So where are we putting? Okay, you need to go back to here. Deliver all of your sweet, sweet dollars. Not that we need them. Yep, store bonds, store all that stuff. And we are continuing to become rich and powerful, although it doesn't matter as much as it once did, because we're kind of rich and powerful enough. I know that sounds crazy, but like I said, I think we've pretty much beaten the city layer. At this point, we're just story missions is all that really matters. But I definitely don't have time for another story mission today. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, tomorrow. Maybe we'll finally catch up with Olsen in a way that matters. We got to figure out a way of dealing with the fact that Sonata can just make her units invulnerable to us at any time, but often chooses not to for some reason. And we'll see you then.